This video is going to show you how to check a flame sensor signal with the DL479 clamp-on multimeter. So first thing to do is make sure your leads are hooked in, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the end of your leads is your alligator clip. So it's going to go on, it's going to screw on like this, and then the end you can depress and see it open. So, and that's going to hold on to the terminal connector up here where your flame sensor is. So if we look at the furnace, that's your sensor underneath. So here's your heater, and then all the way over on the left side underneath is your flame sensor. And that's the sensor that once flame gets lights from one side, it goes over to the other, and that sensor sends back a small amount of DC microamps telling the board that the flame's lit. And what we have to do is HVAC technicians, building automation technicians, is check that flame signal, because sometimes it's going to get dirty. So the first thing you're going to do is go back to your meter, and you're going to turn the meter to UA. So, and that's microamps. Okay, if we turn the light on to it, you'll see on the side it says UA. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off this wire, which just pulls right off. One side, you're going to clip this onto the spade terminal that's in there to where this was hooked into, and then on this side you're going to put this right in the center, so it kind of sits there. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn the furnace on, and there's already a video on turning on the furnace. So I'm going to turn the furnace on right now, and you will see its ignition. So the furnace is currently going through its cycles, its inducer's running. Now its igniter's starting to glow up here. See that? In a minute it's going to fire flame across, and when it does, you will actually see the numbers here change when it reaches that sensor. So you can see where it says 4.1, 4.2 UA. That's a good signal. So anything above 1.0 on this machine's a good signal. Anything lower than that, the sensor is dirty and needs to be cleaned. So while we're in this, show you the same thing on another meter we have here, the DL389. So if you're just so happens using this meter currently, you turn it to UA. Same thing, probe on one end. It doesn't really matter where the probe is, the alligator clip. And on this side of your other probe, we're just going to unhook this. And when we unhook it, you'll see the flame go out. So the machine thinks that it just stopped seeing flame on its sensor, so it just turned off. And if we hook this one back up in place, and we'll watch this number when the machine cycles back through, you'll see it check for UA on this meter. Again, this meter has two numbers. Top number's always reading amperage, bottom number's reading microamps. It will take a minute for the machine to go through its cycles and turn back on. Okay, the machine just went through its cycle. We're going to see it turn on using the DL389. See the igniter starting to light. You'll see the flame go across as it reaches the sensor. As it reaches the sensor, you'll see the numbers change. You can see 4.0, 4.1. So, and that's how you read the flame sensor with the meters we have at Building Automation. When you're complete, just unplug it here and here, and then plug this back in and turn the thermostat off.